I'm gonna watch this video. This is an IGN video about Baldur's Gate 3. Here's the title. Baldur's Gate 3 is causing some developers to panic.
Baldur's Gate 3 is taking the internet by storm. At its peak, a whopping 800,000 plus concurrent players were playing this weekend, catapulting it to the number 8 most played of all time spot. The gaming community has sung its praises, and it's incredibly refreshing to play a feature-complete game of this caliber on day one. But AAA game developers want you to know that this is rockstar level nonsense for scope, that it's foolhardy to set expectations higher, and Baldur's Gate 3 should not be used as a raised standard to RPGs going forward.
Yeah, I feel like it was already the standard 10, 20 years ago. Having a finished game without a bunch of shit microtransactions in it or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what they're getting at. I don't want to sound like a dick because I never made a video game and I'm completely shooting from the hip. But as far as a complete product that's an RPG, those games were the standard a long time ago. I'm pretty sure Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were complete products when they released. With a similar scope, Fallout 1 and 2. I mentioned the quest the other day about how there's a slaver where you could if you rolled a middle-aged man and you have the device that makes you invisible, and I think his dad's leather jacket you can convince him that you're his dad's ghost and let the slaves go. There's a lot of ways to finish quests in Fallout 1 and 2. So I think those games have that scope. Or even like Larian's other games, Divinity, Original Sin 1 and 2, and Pillars of Eternity. I don't know. I didn't play that one that much. Arcana, maybe. You don't have to make a huge game either. Like, you can have a game where you can do a ton of different things and it be a complete product. Disco Elysium, you can be a fascist hobo, drug addict, if you really want to. Or even Planescape Torment. You can play that game in a million different ways. So I'm not sure exactly what their point is from their perspective, but as far as feature complete games that are role-playing games that might be similar to Baldur's Gate 3, that was the standard a long time ago, and I'm not sure what exactly they mean, but I think it's kind of ridiculous. Games with many options are very expensive and time-consuming from a production standpoint. Yeah, I guess that goes back to like these big soulless corporations just want to pump out super, safe bets, right? Which is unfortunate, but like these devs shitting their pants on Twitter about this shouldn't be the new standard I think is ridiculous. Like, it was the standard. It used to be the standard. So them saying this is a new standard, I think, is nuts.
When a writer and BAFTA nominee, Xavier Nelson, took to Twitter to express concerns about Baldur's Gate 3, namely that fans would use Baldur's Gate 3 to apply criticism or a raised standard to RPGs going forward. My rebuttal is, why shouldn't customers have raised standards? Taking it a step further, why shouldn't some AAA developers raise their own standards?
Yeah.
Are we really going to pretend that consumers shouldn't be a little upset right now?
Bro, am I agreeing with IGN right now? This is ridiculous. What timeline are we in?
Hoping for an improvement in the industry going forward?
Is this insane?
Rockstar just announced a $50 remake.
This is exactly like the other video we watched.
Conversion of the original Red Dead Redemption for the PlayStation 4 and Switch that has no mention of a 4K update, no mention of 60 FPS, and no mention of multiplayer support. The game came out 13 years ago, and the Xbox port does everything they're offering, and then some for free with your 360 copy.
Oh my
God.
God.
Go buy a brand new copy of the Game of the Year edition on Amazon right now for $30, and you're good to go. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, when released on PC, had furious fans.
Yesterday I said I wasn't sure what the big deal about re-releasing that game for $50, but like if you can get it for the 360 for $30, well, fuck it. I don't know what the price people want exactly. Like, I guess people are saying that's too expensive. I don't really have a hard stance on that, but if you can get it for $30, okay. But I guess you need a 360 still.
Fans, citing numerous problems getting the game to run, frequent crashes, and similar problems on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox. EA apologized and is still working to fix the issues. Destiny 2 just released a State of the Game blog
This
saying,
is just like the other video,
that they don't have the resources to release new ritual armor every season. But that same studio manages to create new armor sets in the shop for up to 20.
Yeah, like how do they not have the resources to make? I don't know what ritual armor is, but the pay model for this game sucks. Didn't Sony buy them? How do you not have money to make some armor?
$20 a pop without fail every season. Diablo 4 unabashedly has several character skins priced at $20 each and just released their first season.
This game sucks.
Okay, you need a more comparable RPG example of why fans are heralding Baldur's Gate 3 as a breath of fresh air.
Did this guy watch the video I watched yesterday? He's hitting all the same beats.
Why devs consider Baldur's Gate 3 anomaly, not new standard for RPG genre, it's Rockstar level nonsense for scope. The respect of modern gaming doesn't even end there, since Red Dead Redemption just got an official release on Switch and PS4. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, when that released on PC, the game was a mess. A great example of this actually is the whole Destiny 2 controversy right now. And it's incredibly eye-opening when you place BG3 up against other huge RPGs this year like Diablo 4.
He's hitting he's hitting every single beat that the other video was doing. Bro, this guy watched the same video I did yesterday and then made his own video. I swear to God, I'm gonna splice this shit all together on YouTube or something, and it's just like the same exact video.
Do I need
if IGN can steal content, then Jackafur can steal content. That's how I'm doing it. That's right.
No mistake about
unboxing. I'm unboxing this. I'm unboxing this stolen content, so I can steal the content. It's beautiful.
I'll make this as clear as possible to contextualize how fans are feeling. It feels like money has become more important than the core experience for fans. That's why Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate 3, and even The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom are being widely celebrated. So what is up with the excuses? A game came along that is selling well, is being praised by developers and fans alike, and the response is, well, we can't do that. Xavier's tweet was well-intentioned, and he went on to add a lot of important context, but I think it misses the perspective of the consumer. We don't know anything about game design or how hard it is. We just know that Destiny is deleting hundreds of dollars worth of expansions when they feel like it, that Diablo is constantly reminding us to buy skins in their store, and most PC ports have been abysmal lately.
What's going on with that?
Remember, that tweet was made nearly a month before Baldur's Gate 3 blew up, and it was still contentious with fans speaking up about their frustrations and developers chiming in to say what felt like game development is hard, you don't get it, be quiet. Baldur's Gate 3 is a game from a large, passionate studio that refuses to add microtransactions, gave players early access so they could address any problems that arose before launch, and is
they did probably fix a lot of things, but early access seems like, hey, we want money now. But I guess Larian used this. They used early access to benefit the game as opposed to being like stealing people's money like a lot of other companies or like developers seem to do, or whoever. I guess maybe not the developers, but maybe like publishers. Maybe the publishers. Yeah, I mean, it seemed to work pretty good for Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I liked the game, so fucking, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it was, at least they finished the game, right? Everyone regurgitates the same opinion. Well, they don't, actually. It's just that the people who have the non-prescribed opinion, their opinion gets buried. Whenever I open my mouth, people try to, like, if I say something people don't like, I immediately people starting to shut me down like hardcore. Now sometimes I take it too far, and I'm like, I take it to the edge or whatever sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, fucking, I'm an angry video game nerd. What were they thinking and shit? But like, this is ass. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm edging so hard right now.
Many of the people who came out to talk about why Baldur's Gate 3 shouldn't be the new standard have since walked back those statements, and I'm glad, because if the industry...
Yeah, walk them back, you bitches. Remember when Elden Ring came out and all those people are like, this UX and UI is terrible. Ugh. Like, dude, your UI is terrible. Your UI looks like a fucking smart TV. Okay? Shut the fuck up. Why don't you go fucking UX over there with all the other idiots and their fucking smart TV UI? Shut the fuck up, idiot. That shit is so terrible. I hate that. Bruh, why can't I play Baldur's Gate 3 with my smartphone remote? This sucks. They don't, Intercom. I said the same thing. One day I remember I said something. Someone was complaining about like shit popping up in Twitch chat because they're like a mod in my channel, and it had like the safe pussy mode things that were popping up, and he's like, dude, it's like right in the chat. Like, I hate this. He's like, why would they make it like this? And I was like, I don't know. And then I was like, actually, I do know, because the people who make it don't fucking use it. They don't care. The people who are like designing Twitch right now, they don't use Twitch. Not that I do. I don't watch Twitch streams. Give me a break. You know, they don't use it, so they don't care. They don't, you know, it's not like a thing that they'll ever encounter and be like, why did, you know, this is garbage. I like how I framed this video, by the way, just in case you didn't notice. This is a Capcom Limited 1998, all rights reserved, all right? This Capcom owns this guy's opinion.
And all of them had a long time.
If you don't like what you're hearing, hit up Hideki on his Twitter. He loves it when you guys talk to him, so go complain to him.
Anything they wanted to make.
This is a great rando seed, yeah.
Successful because it's aligned with Dungeons and Dragons is insanity. You think 800,000 Steam players are playing a game called Baldur's Gate 3 because of Dungeons and Dragons? No. It's clearly gone far beyond that audience.
Dang.
I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't know this game had anything to do with
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragon players and dungeon masters, you need to gatekeep your game harder. Otherwise, these normie Steam users are gonna ruin everything, dude.
Dungeons and Dragons, and you know why I'm playing it? Because I like good games with a heavy focus on storytelling and bears. But anyway, it wasn't all doom and gloom from the development side. Thank you.
Oh baby, I hate this, by the way. Have you guys ever seen Cher tweet? Like Cher, like Sonny and Cher? She uses as many emotes as possible to convey words on Twitter as possible, and it is the most infuriating. Like, you read it. By the way, don't bully Cher. She puts as many emojis in to replace words as she can. It'll be like imagine this tweet right here, and then it's just like there's at least 15 emojis in it, replacing every word that she possibly can. It's ridiculous. I'm convinced it's an MK Ultra like code phrase so that the right people see it and then carry out their mission. The combinations of emojis that Cher uses triggers their MK Ultra conditioning. It's not even Cher, it's actually the CIA. And then like someone's gonna read it and then they're gonna be like bzzz, and then fucking I can't even say what I'm gonna say. It's gonna, you know what I mean? That's what they're gonna do. Yeah, the code invokes users to be unhinged. That's as nice as I can put it.
I implore AAA devs to look at these games that are being celebrated and look at your pipeline to see why the consumer is getting frustrated about the experience I outline in this video. And obviously try and make an improvement, because telling me how hard it is when you're breaking profit and revenue records isn't a super compelling argument from the customer's perspective. Is Baldur's Gate 3 an outlier?
You're going to turn into the cable
but
guy,
I, for
dude.
one, wish it could become the standard, and being told to shut up because I don't know game design doesn't feel super constructive. But hey, I'm just some idiot on the internet who doesn't know anything about game design. I guess I'll just go buy my horse armor and call it a day. Enjoy your $20 on top of your $100 for the collector's edition on top of your $15 for the battle pass.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Like, I understand. I've said this yesterday. If your game is free to play, I understand that your game needs a pay model. But if you're like World of Warcraft and you sell the expansions, you sell fucking a sub for the game. Then you have a cash shop for WoW tokens and other and like pets and like mounts. Like maybe that's too much shit. You know, maybe I don't know. Final Fantasy 14 does it too. Does the same thing. Diablo 4 costs $70. I don't think you need a battle pass, dude. And I understand it's just cosmetics or whatever, but it sucks to see. It's just annoying. I don't know. Like, why do you need all of those pay models? Like, where do you draw the line? Path of Exile is free to play, right? But they sell tabs and cosmetics too, right? And probably some other crap that I don't give a shit about. But like, I don't know. I don't play Path of Exile. That's fine for them. They don't sell Path of Exile for $70. You know, I don't know. It's just nuts.
What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.
What do I think?
I get why you're frustrated, and it's really frustrating to see people not saying, hey, maybe we could learn a thing or two from Larian. I'm enduring Baldur's Gate 3, and I hope game development continues to grow from where it is today. I hope you do too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And for more on all things gaming, keep it right here on IGN.
All right, that was a fun video. Thank you, IGN. Hey, it's me again. Sorry if that video was a little off the wall. I really got off the rails there. Sorry, I don't know what was happening. What do you think? I think feature-rich RPGs like Baldur's Gate 3 used to always be the standard. Is re-releasing a 10-year-old game for $50 too much? Does Destiny 2 have one of the worst pay models ever conceived? Could a game that costs $70 have a battle pass? Is Cher trying to brainwash your kids with emojis? Should I clean up this collection of soda cans and coffee mugs? Comment down below and let me know. And you know what? Thanks, and have a nice day. Also, like and subscribe. Please. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said like and subscribe so angrily. If you want to, please like and subscribe. And have a nice day. Bye.